Well, people, it has been reported that a staffer from Doge had an attempted carjacking on August 3rd, Sunday, 2025. Because of guidelines, I'm not going to take a risk in terms of showing you the photographs because it is bloody. However, what I want you to understand is that you need to question this story. I said you need to question this story. Because many times the powers create stories because they have alternative motives. And they also want to crack down, have another step toward taking power. And then they want to show you past, that is future past, events and events which point to the future. Good morning, my name is Friendshot Pearson. Welcome to Friendshot Blue. It is August 6th of 2025. I have Wednesday. And I wouldn't be surprised if something serious happens today because I showed you guys a video yesterday of kids in Los Angeles. They had robbed a gas station / grocery store, and August 6th was showing. All right, let's get into this video.
Trump is threatening a federal takeover of D.C. after police say a former Doge employee was brutally beaten in the nation's capital.
Truly unbelievable. Lucas Thomason joins us live in Washington. Lucas, these type of attacks have been happening for years now.
They sure have, Lawrence. Good morning. Also to Ainsley and Griff. For those eating breakfast, the image that we just showed you and we're about to show you again is tough to watch. The 19-year-old former Doge staffer known as Big Balls was beaten by a violent mob of minors in the nation's capital in a popular part of town, according to police. A 15-year-old man and a 15-year-old woman were arrested and charged with unarmed carjacking. The attack prompted President Trump to post, "Crime in Washington, D.C. is totally out of control. Local youths and gang members, some only 14, 15, and 16 years old, are randomly attacking, mugging, maiming, and shooting innocent citizens. The most recent victim was beaten mercilessly by local thugs." Trump warned if crime is not dealt with properly, he may be forced to take over.
Somebody from Doge was very badly hurt last night. You saw that. A young man.
So I will play that for you. I want you to understand the symbology in it. Welcome new subscribers. I teach the 5 C's of clues, codes, colors, the confirmation, time, and conclusion. We have 14, 15, and 16. That adds up to 45. Is Trump not the 45th president? And then he wants to consider federalizing Washington, D.C. And we'll get into that as well. Let's introduce to you Big Balls. Edward Korstein is his name.
Part 3, here's the interview with Elon Musk and the rest of the Doge crew. We finally asked the one question on our minds. Who's Big Balls?
That should be obvious.
Why do they call you Big Balls?
I just said it as my LinkedIn username.
Okay.
Well, people on LinkedIn take themselves like super seriously, and they're pretty adverse to risk. And I was like, well, I want to be neither of those things. So I said it, and honestly, I didn't even think anyone would notice.
Yeah. So what do you
LinkedIn
do?
is so cringe.
What does Big Balls do?
Right now, I'm working on some payment computer stuff. So one of our initiatives is to root out fraud and waste. And to do that, we started looking at the payment computers. And as mentioned earlier, like there is no accounting of what payments actually go to in the payment computer. So like you look at a specific line item, like $20 million. You're like, okay, well, what is this money going to? And for the majority of payment systems, it's like, well, we don't really know. And
yeah, they're like, what? That would be the response.
Is this the most basic responses?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the most common response.
You see this? How
This is what they want to sell to you. That they coming in to save America. Waste, fraud, and abuse. It's a sale. I have exposed this thing, and to me it's an outright lie. It's an infringement on our Constitution. It's a way to come in and get data. That's what I believe. That's what they're doing. So they have to sell. They have to literally sell this thing. Looking for something right about here now. Let me see if I could see anything. Oh, there it is there. When he got through answering the question, look at his hands. I said, look at his hands. Okay. Is he making a pyramid? Big balls? Yeah. Oh boy, I tell you. Now, that meeting of the introduction of big balls was on 5/2 of 2025. He got attempted carjacked on 8/3/2025. The difference is 94 days. The 94th day of the year is April 4th. Barack Obama just happened to be the 44th president. Is that coincidence? And this is his name. I could not find his date of birth. Edward Korstein, or Korstein. Known as Big Balls, is an American college student and programmer formerly appointed to the Department of Government Efficiency and made a permanent federal, employee. He's 19 years old. Just so you know, 19 means chaos, okay? 19 means chaos. Just want you to understand that. And that's in the gematria calculator, okay? I might show you, I might not, but trust me, 19 means chaos. Like 5 years ago, we had our moment where there was COVID, 19, remember that? Where it causes chaotic behavior. Follow me now. Now, big balls. Big balls, Doge comes out to 50. Is that not 50 states in our union? We got 50 states in our union, people. Okay, that's the goal. All right. Also, we have 95. The 95th day of the year is 45. Trump's the 45th president. Are these coincidences? Mm-hmm. Now, attempted carjacking, Doge employee, come out to 529. What is 529? Again, it's future past. 529 is JFK. Straight up. Take 5/29/2024, anniversary of his birthday, versus the day the carjacking occurred, 8/3. The difference is 614. What is 614? Well, that just so happened to be Trump's birthday. You see how this thing is coming together allegedly? They just take people and take events, and then they stamp what they're doing. That's all, in my humble opinion. Now, here's the meat of the matter. Trump responds after former 19-year-old Doge employee beaten bloody in DC attempted carjacking. You're gonna learn something here, like I did, right? A 19-year-old ex-Department of Government Efficiency employee was violently beaten during an attempted carjacking in DC on Sunday. Now President Trump is once again threatening to federalize the district. DC police confirmed to WTOP that around 3 a.m. Sunday, officers observed Edward Korstein being assaulted near his vehicle by about 10 juveniles in the 1400 block of Swan Street. Notice the 10. 10 in Roman numerals is X, okay? Means somebody's gonna X you out. Police intervened and were able to take 2 suspects into custody while others fled the scene on foot. The 2 suspects, 15-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl from Hyattsville, Maryland, were arrested and charged with unarmed carjacking. In a police report, officials said Corstein overheard the teens talking about taking the car. He pushed his girlfriend to sit in the car while he dealt with the suspects, who then assaulted him. Police are offering a $10,000 reward for any tips that lead to the arrest and conviction of those involved in the assault. Okay, so yeah, Trump knew about it, put it on Truth Social. And let's get into the thick of it. Because now, Trump wants to federalize Washington, D.C. He's talking about doing it. Trump cannot unilaterally take over the district without the help of Congress to repeal the city's Home Rule Act. We're going to go over this Home Rule Act. In order for Trump to federalize Washington, D.C., they got to repeal. Congress has to repeal the Home Rule Act. Yes, this is what this is about, people. Let me look at something here. Let's look at, see if there's an arrest. Okay, here's the arrest breakdown. Okay. Okay, 251175, 279, 10, 16, 20, 21, 24, 30, comes out to 30. I was gonna see if there's a police report. I usually decode that. But as you can see, you're talking about possibly federalizing this thing. And again, what you have is, there's the District of Columbia Home Rule Act was signed into law on December 12th, 1973 by President Richard Nixon. This act establishes a local government for Washington, D.C., allowing residents to elect a mayor and council to manage day-to-day affairs. However, Congress retains the power to overrule local legislation, and D.C. residents still lack a vote in Congress. See how that works? They allegedly create, because they did mention a few other violent things that they mentioned. They're trying to justify for Trump to federalize it, and then getting Congress to act and get rid of this Home Rule Act. Isn't that something? Look at that, a grab for power. Now that's December 24th, 73. Take December 24th, 2024, the anniversary of that act, versus that carjacking day, 8/3/2025, you get 7 months, 1 week, and 3 days. What is 7/13, people? What happened on 7/13? Well, on July 13th, I'll show the partial image here, but remember the day? July 13th, 2024, fight. They said Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania. So you're gonna tell me that the anniversary of the Home Rule Act versus the day this man, they say he got carjacked, is the day that Trump got hit in the ear. They're telling you future past, people. It also comes out to 222. And 222 just happened to be the Antichrist system, right? You know, come on, this is a joke, people. They're playing with us. They're telling stories and making up stories, in my humble opinion. Your 222, Donald John Trump, King Trump, Beast of Revelation, Antichrist, all that's 222. They're speaking to us. And it's gonna happen. It won't be long. It's gonna happen. They wanna throw us in chaos. They wanna reenact July 13th again. And being that it was in a car or carjacking, you think about JFK, because he was in a limo when he got taken out. It's all gonna be a reenactment of July 13th, but hold on to your horses, don't lose your head. It's phony, it's gonna be phony. It's gonna be phony. Trump will be out golfing somewhere. The goal is chaos and social disorder. So now we have Federalize. Why does that come out to 55? And what is 55, Pearson? Well, Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. Yes, 23 times he was stabbed. 55. And that's a conquering mentality of Julius Caesar. Federalize. Now look, the Department of Government Efficiency, of which this young man was a part of, signed by Trump January 20th. Him and Elon was running this thing in the name of waste, fraud, and abuse. There's your date, 120. The day of carjacking is 8/3. The difference is Trump's birthday. Come on, man. Isn't that something? From the day that Trump signed and began his inauguration, January 20th, to the day of the carjacking, 8/3, come out to Trump's birthday, 6/14. There's my receipts. You will see, new subscribers, and again, welcome. You'll see the consistency. Many folks don't like numbers. They get bored with it. Get used to it because they tell stories. I just have the gift to put it together because they're going to tell you things. These are power-hungry people. And I'm not sure they're even human. Just people with skin. I believe we're back in the garden. I believe the Antichrist is alive. I believe he's orchestrating things behind the scene. I believe that Trump is just the setup guy. That's all. Trump is the setup guy. Elon Musk, Trump, and Obama, I call them the unholy trinity. That's what I call them. Let me show you this here. Franchise Pearson. You want to check out a good video? You check this video out, and you'll never think the same. Unholy trinity. Obama, Elon, and Trump. Is this the unholy trinity? 666. This is the biggest caper in American history, in my humble opinion. And notice it's set up with a pyramid. That's Egyptian style. This is what's going on in our government, people. You might, look, the sale is to make America great again. But I told you guys, you can't make great what you don't own. A big chunk of American farms, our industries, that is our businesses, our real estate, is owned by other countries. The trade is just a ploy to kill American economy and the international economy. They set this thing up decades ago for this generation, but if you don't know your history, you can't put it together. I've done everything I can to show you guys the current state of affairs. You cannot make great what you don't own. If you don't own America, if you're $37 trillion in debt and can't pay the interest on the debt, then what is the real reason why you're doing waste, fraud, and abuse? To me, it's to grab the data. It's a data grab, people. Don't let them lie to you. Now, let's look at a video that I produced 5 months ago. Doge was first called U.S. Digital Service. August 11, 2014, Obama put this on the books. This is the first Doge. I'm gonna show you how all this connects to today, okay? 1971, and hold on, because I got some Elon Musk's birthday. Some serious information to show you, okay? In terms of where this Doge thing originated from, allegedly people are saying. That's his birthday, 6/28. Take 6/28, 2025, his next birthday, that's Elon Musk, versus Obama's last birthday, 8/4/2024. The difference when you subtract the two, you get 47. Is that not a trinity, or what is it? The 47th president is Trump. 8/4, Obama's birthday. 6/28, Elon's birthday. Come on, man. Come on. That, my friend, is the unholy trinity. You're gonna see this nowhere else, baby. God gave it to me. No. Is it a digital God? Come on, man.
I'm gonna reveal the only 5.
All right, next we have Then look at this. United States Digital Service, formed August 11, 2014. Check this out. United States Digital Service was a technological unit housed within the Executive Office of the President of the United States. USDS was launched on April 11, 2014 by President Barack Obama. It provided consultation services to federal agencies of information technology. It's mandate. Why I keep saying that? Because yesterday, when Elon was talking, well, a few days ago, he said, you guys mandated this by voting for Trump. You wanted these cuts. So look, its mandate was to improve and simplify digital services and to improve federal websites. Its mission was to deliver better government services to the American people through technology and design. Don't that sound like Doge, baby? President Donald Trump issued an executive order on January 20th, 2025, renaming and reorganizing the United States Digital Service and reusing the USDS acronym as United States Doge Service. People, I want to thank the person for sending this to me. It looks like it's legit. It's legit, people. Barack Obama created it, and Elon and Trump are running it, and on January 20th, Trump gave it an overhaul. And it's all legal. And like I asked you guys a month ago, if he had told you this, would you have voted for him? Thank God I obeyed Jesus back in the day when he said, put salvation on the ballot. Because we got to save and preserve this country. It wasn't about voting for somebody. It was pushing whoever you chose for, like Moses. And we're going to push. We're going to maintain this great nation. Boy, talk about something crazy. Look at this here. For years, both inside and outside governments were working on ways to make government more effectively using technology and design. This includes... I'm going to speed up and watch these number connections. Check this out. It was put into service. 8/11, 2014, Doge was first adopted by administration of Obama. August 11, 2014, the day it was put into service, versus Trump's birthday the very next year. Versus Elon Musk's birthday the very next year. Elon Musk, 6/28/2015 versus 8/11/2014, when this thing was signed into law. The difference is 322, skull and bones. Then look at this. It's also 46. 46 means destruction. Like the 46 administration of Biden. And remember, George Floyd, George Orwell, JFK, they all made their demise at 46 years old. And here's your 10:18. Luke 10:18 says, I saw that rascal, which is the demon, Satan, being hurled down, a bolt of lightning. Is all this coincidence? And again, now I'm going to show you guys in part a photograph. This is part, see where it says American right there? They got this guy, Big Ball, sitting down, all bloody, and he's in front of this car. It says American. Well, when you think American, what do you think? Well, Elon Musk, what was it, July 25th, I think it was, he announced to having the American Party, okay? They got him literally sitting there. See his head? They got him sitting there, all bloody. You can Google the photograph. And he's sitting right there in front of the American. It's a car that has American on there. People, the whole thing was set up. The whole thing is set up. Whole thing is set up. Everything's staged. Now let's look at this last part here. 8/11/2014, Doge, Obama style, versus the day of the carjacking, 8/3. Why did I put 07? I don't know why I did that. Okay, don't know why I did that. There's got to be something to it, but I forgot what it was. Okay, let's go back. 8/3/2025, Doge. Let's see, we'll bring it up to date and see. I don't know what happened with that. 2024, definitely 11, right? 25 and 26. Okay, we're getting 11 no matter what we do. So here's the deal. 1 year, 1 week, 1 day. Okay, so what we have is this. Doge anniversary is coming up in a few days. But next year, Doge anniversary, coming from Barack Obama, was 8/11/2026. The day of the carjacking is 8/3/2025, attempted. The difference is 111. And 111 has got to be sacrificed. It's crazy, people. 111. For those of you all who just started with me, let me show you what I'm talking about. I ran a video a few weeks ago in relation to Texas, and God showed me the mailboxes in Texas.
That Trump shook.
The mailboxes in Texas had 111. They just happened to focus on one house. And when they focused on that one house, it showed it. Look. Wow, Camp Mystic, 111. Guadalupe River. See that? The mailbox. Also, the Pope died on the 111th day of the year, which is April 21st. People, this whole thing is evil and it's a lie. Oops, I showed this picture, but I think it'll be okay. But yeah, God bless you. If you guys want to help the channel, I appreciate it. Trying to get by, it's rough. My view count isn't what it's supposed to be. My view count isn't what it's supposed to be. And so I just add, and that's not my fault. I do quality work and I break down these codes. There's a reason why my videos do not go out to the broad audience, okay? You click on my portrait here, you can click on more. I have Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. Take a snapshot. You can send a love offering if you can. Also have a P.O. box. It's on there, or you can take a P.O. box, take a photograph of that. Any love offering is appreciated. Those of you all who have been sending me love offerings, I dearly appreciate it. I'm standing on your shoulders in terms of prayer and offering. The world isn't fair. If it was a fair fight, I wouldn't have to ask for a penny, but it's not a fair fight. The algorithm is a god, and I'm fighting against it to bring you this work. But remember, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten Son, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. God bless.